Good morning, DECA competitors. This is Ms. Hesselberg, and I am going to show you in this video how to save your DECA project into a PDF so that we can submit it electronically for state DECA. So a little backstory on this. Wisconsin DECA this year has decided that all students competing at state with a project will need to submit their project online in addition to the printed copies that we will print and send to Wisconsin DECA. So they're doing this for pretty much two reasons. The first one, they want to have a database of projects in Wisconsin that they will be able to showcase kind of those top-notch projects or champions of Wisconsin DECA written projects. And then they also want to have this so that from year to year, they can go back and see from a certain chapter to make sure that the same projects aren't being reused year after year to give somebody an unfair advantage. So we do have to save your Google Docs that you've been working on for your written projects into either a Word or a PDF file. And for those of you that have already tried to transfer your Google Doc into a Word document, you know that you probably have experienced some issues and some frustration in the way that Google translates into Word and then kind of either makes the fonts different, jumbles up your graphics, and you have to do a lot of time working to get those repositioned and make sure that they are like what you see in your Google Doc. And overall, it just is an extra step that we now know we don't have to do. So unfortunately, if you've already started and spent some time on this, you have two options. You can either continue trying to make it work in Microsoft Word, or you can stop and do the steps that I'm about to show you so that your Google Doc is being able to be used and changed into a PDF instead of Word. So it's a very easy process. Once you get there, we do have to make sure there are a couple things that are set up correctly before we change them from Google Docs to Word so that when we merge the two together, that they're in the correct order. So I am going to use Cade Steinbrecher's as an example. What Cade has is on his first document, he has his table of contents, which you can see here, followed by his project. And this is important. If you do not have your DECA project like this, you will need to create yours to be table of contents first, and then your project starting with the executive summary following after. The reason for this is when you format your table of contents in Google, when you format the page numbers, you can only have the first page be not numbered. If we would have your title page on this as well, the table of contents would have a page number on it, and that is not okay per the DECA guidelines. So you just have your table of contents, which you can actually just type out, and then your executive summary starts next. Again, as you can see here, no page number on the table of contents, your first page, but then once we start with the executive summary, that page number is right there. So once you have that, since you can't have your title page, in this document, you're going to have a separate document with just your title page on it. If your title page right now is in your full DECA project, it should be pretty easy for you to copy and paste that into a new Google Doc or just remake it. So that shouldn't be too difficult for you since it is just one page. So once I have these two documents, the title page on one, the table of contents, and the project on the other, I can go ahead and save these as PDFs. So how to do that? You're going to go to File, Download As, and then PDF Document. And you are able to do this on your Chromebook. So it takes a little while for it to kind of read that and get it ready to save. But once it pops up, you will want to name the Google Doc that is your DECA project with full version of project or just DECA project. Then we can go ahead and save that right to our Chromebook. You can see it downloaded it here. Then we're going to go over to the other Google Doc, which just has the title page. Go to File, download as, and then PDF document again. The same steps to save this one, then onto our Chromebook. And this one we'll want to have the title page as the file name, so we know that's the right one. Okay, so now that we have both of our PDFs saved, we need to merge them into one document together so that it's a complete project and so that we could submit it as one file. So if you open a new tab, you are going to go to pdfmerge.com. And once you get here, there's these boxes right here where you can choose a file, and what it's going to do is it's going to put both of those PDFs and kind of sandwich them together in the order that we want. So it's important that you put it in the correct order. So of course our title page is first. So we'll just choose File, click that button there. And then we will find our file on our Chromebook. Again, this one we want as the title page because that will go first. Choose Open. And now you can see that that name is up there. Then we'll choose the table of contents and the project PDF that we saved. And then we'll choose that one, click Open again. And now they're both on this website. So when you're finished uploading both of those two things, you're going to just hit Merge here down this button in the corner. And you can see that it's uploading down in the corner. And then your Save File As will come up. And then you can name it Full Version, DECA Project, whatever you want to name it to know that that is the merged document. Hit Save. And then if I go to my folder, I can find that file. Open it up. And then once it loads, we'll be able to see that the title page is first, followed by the table of contents and the project. And this will look exactly how it looks on Google Docs because you've saved your Google Doc into a PDF first and then just merged those documents together. So the one thing about this is we would like to see your full project when you turn it in on January 10th to us. That would be next Tuesday or this coming Tuesday. Once we have your entire project, the title page, table of contents, and then the body of the project, the advisors will go through your project for what we call penalty points. And penalty points are certain things in your project related to page numbers, the names of the section headings, double spacing, all of those kind of technical things that are requirements for a DECA project. We will go through and make sure that those are correct, because if you would have any that don't follow the guidelines, you would lose points on your project, and that's not fair because it's not even related to your content. So we want to make sure that that doesn't happen to any of our home and competitors. So we will look through that. So again, we want a full version of your project. You will need to print this out and turn it into us by Tuesday the 10th, so that we have time to look through them, have a couple sets of eyes on the project to make sure that we're not missing anything. Then, once you get your project back from being checked for penalty points, if you have any corrections to make, you will need to go into your original Google Docs, fix those, and then once you're all finished with that, you can save your Google Doc, download it back as a PDF, go through the steps in this video, and then merge those two things together again. So if you do have things that you need to change regarding penalty points, you will have to go through the entire process at the beginning of this video to when I finally had my merged document. So hopefully this helps you to be able to merge your table of contents and your project with the title page, so that you won't have to change it into Word. And then from your PDF, we will be able to just print those out and upload them electronically to Wisconsin DECA. So if you have any questions, please feel free to stop down to the marketing rooms, and we can definitely help you get to this point so that you can turn your project in.